Okay, welcome to today's class. I'm Chidubem. I'll be taking you on strings for the whole of this week. So the various methods of strings, that is the various operations we can perform on strings. So I'll go straight to my VS Code, and I would like you to code along with me. If you want to learn programming faster, you need to code. You don't just need to listen. So let's say I created a string here. Let's say I'm a boy. How do I know this is a string? It's a string because it's enclosed in a double quotation mark. That is one thing that makes it a string. So if you have something inside a double quotation mark, it is nothing but a string. It can also be single quotation mark. You understand? Let's write the same thing. You understand? So this is also a string. So what we are trying to study here is the various things we can perform on strings. By now you've learned stuffs on strings and other data types, but today I will be treating strings alone and some methods you'll be coming across as you code. And a simple advice: if you can use Google always. That is the good thing about programming. You don't need to know everything offhand. You Google, you write, and once you keep doing it, you will know when it becomes part of you. So big programmers and geeks, they Google a lot. So it's not that bad. So let's proceed. So I have my string, a string. Let's name this B string to show they are different. Because if I leave it as a string, it's just like saying change this value to this. Although they are still the same thing, but I'm just trying to explain that you can use double or single quotation mark. Okay, let's beg Python to tell us the type where a string belongs. Type a string. The next one, type B string. You see that the both of them are strings. So in essence, to know whether something is string, either a single quotation mark or a double quotation mark will do. And I didn't say any other thing. I didn't tell you that if number is inside, it's not a string. So number, once is inside the quote, will be recognized as a character. Let's say we have a number in a quote. Let's say 4567, and let's print the type of the number. Yes, you see that the three of them are strings. Oh, I didn't write type. There should be type here because that's what I wanted to write. I want us to know which class does this which class is it from. So the three of them is string because of what? They are enclosed in quotes. So it doesn't matter what is inside the quotes. The main thing is once we see two quotes enclosing something, that particular section is a string. So then we know that we can perform various functions in strings in integers and floats. For example, you can say print 45 plus 34. It will give you 79 because both of them are int. But what if the both of them are strings? It will give you a new thing. Okay, let's say here is our 45 and this string is 34. The both of them are strings. So let's say C string, then this string. Why is it like this? Because I made my S to be capital. Why in the original one is small letter? So I need to use the same thing. Yeah, it will give me 4534 because it is no longer integer. In integer, when you use plus, you are adding. But in string, when you use plus, we call it concatenation. So we've learned one thing. In string, we have one operation on string that we call concatenation, in which you can add two strings together to produce a new string, and that new string is just like joining two things together. In this case, we joined 45 to 34 and we didn't add. If it were to be integer, without this quote, it's nothing but integer, it will give us 79. So this is very important. In string, you have this. And what again? You can add a string and an int together. In fact, you can do operations in two data types together. You can do list and tuple. You use an operation between them. It will be giving you error. When you want to work on data, you use the same data type to do your works. So what if I want to do it by force? What I will just do is, maybe I will just convert this 45 to string. I can just write str in the front and it will still give me my 4534. You understand? I converted it to that. And I can also decide to, okay, I want to do it int, but I don't want to remove the quotes. I can just convert this to int and it will give me my 79. So you can see conversions. We've converted from one data type to another. So I've told you that strings, to recognize them, they must be in quotation mark. And then the second one is you can perform the addition operation just like you have in mathematics in strings. The only thing it does for the plus sign, the only thing it does is concatenation. And then if you must operate between two data types, you need to convert a data type to another so that they can perform what you want them to perform. But that's, by the way, we are not doing int today. We are just concerned about strings. And I will be fast because I have just more 10 minutes. Yes, I have just more 10 minutes. I want my videos to be very short. I don't want to waste your time, so that you have more time to practice on your own and it won't bore you, because programming at times will be boring and I don't want it to bore you. So what will I do? Let me do some stuffs on this string. If I want to access these strings, we'll do accessing strings today. Then next time we will do others. Accessing characters in strings. You understand? If I want to get the first element, strings, sorry to say this, they are being grouped as indices. You understand? The first character is having an index 0. The second character we have index 1. The third character we have index 2. Like that. So if I want to access the first character, I will just say, okay, let's print to the terminal. I will just say I'm using the A string. You use a block bracket 0. If I want to access the second, your guess is right. That is 1. I hope you guessed right. Because, yeah, that is 1. This is the second character. If I want to access the third character, I will use 2. If I want to access the fourth character, I will use, I will use 3. You understand? This is how you access characters. You understand? Let me print them out for you so that you see. Yes, it brings out character based on the index. This is index 0. If you check that, you will see it. This is its index. This is its index. Check them out. So this is 0. This is 1. Space is a character. Anything inside this quote is a character. Each single stuff here is a character. This is index 0. This is 1. This is 2. This is 3. This is 4. This is 5, this is 6, this is 7, this is 8, this is 9. You understand? But if you want to get the length of it, you can just use length. So length will count from 1 to anything, just like you count your numbers. It will give us 10. It won't be stopping at 9. It's showing us that it has 10 characters. But the indices we start from 0, and actually it's stopping at 9 in this case. So you've seen the differences. The length is counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's counting the number of characters it contains. Then, but when you want to access each character, you use their particular index. And in this case, the first index is index 0, the second index is index 1, the third index is index 2, like that. So we've accessed individual characters. What if we want to access, let's clear this and this too. I hope you are coding along. Yeah. What if we want to access from one character to the other? Maybe we want to just bring up I am. If you look at this is 0, 1, 2, 3. What we do is we will tell the interpreter, give us this to the terminal, run through and give us till you reach here, and don't give us the others. So how do we tell it, the interpreter? We just tell the interpreter, if you come to a string, let's name it C string. We will tell it in one line. If you come to a string, give us from the first element till, this is 0, 1, 2, 3, till the fourth element, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, till the fourth element, that is 4. It will give us I am. You understand? If you want to get am, a boy, this is 0, 1, 2. We say, give us from the second index to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, till the 8th character. So we can say this string equal to a string. Sorry. Why do I always write this? Then 2 and 8. Alright. I'm a boy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Sorry. Okay. The second, sorry, not 8. It should be, what's the index of that? The index is 9. So we put 10 to show us I'm a boy. So, you've seen it? Yeah, okay, we are not printing. We need to print so that you see it from the terminal. That's just what print does. Print does two things. The first thing is it allows you to see stuff on the terminal. Then the second thing is it allows you to know if there is a mistake in one particular section of your code. So when you code in Python, and I advise you use string always to know whether you are making a mistake or not. That is the work. Yeah. When you are developing big programs, the string, the print doesn't do stuff there. You understand? So I'm a boy. Yes. So print, we are telling the interpreter to show us what is on line 5, and we are telling it to show us what is on line 6. This is what we've done. So there is an advanced form of slicing. Accessing, let's name it the same thing, accessing cars in strings. So there is another form. We can say let our C string be our A string, then 0, 4. I'll tell you what this does. And our D string be our A string 2, let's say 3. What this does is, I'm telling it, start from 0, move 4 times, and where you land on the 4th time, bring out the character. Move another 4 times, and when you land, bring out the character. And this line 13 is saying start from index 2. Move 3 times. Where you land on the third, bring that character. Move another 3 times, like that, like that. If there are 1 million characters in that string, it will keep doing that until it reaches its end, or it doesn't see anything to print out again. Let's comment this so that you see what our line 12 and 13 are doing. Alright. Yes. Oh, we didn't print. Okay. We are supposed to print our C string so that you'll be seeing it from the terminal. Alright. And we are going to print our D string. Yes. So you can see it from here. This is IO. I know you won't understand what it's doing, but I will explain from here. See what it does. It comes to the I am. Okay, for this line 12, this is 0, index 0. It counts 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. It will reach this space and it will bring out the space. It will count another 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. It will bring out O. It will count another 4 times. 1, 2, it's out. So it will bring out only I, space, and O for that line 14. Let's see. For that line 14, it will bring out I, space, and O. I'm correct, right? Then let's check line 15 what it does. Let's check line 15 what it does. Let's comment out line 14 so that line 15 will be the only active line of code. See, it's bringing out AAO. Alright, let's see what it does. It will come to, okay, I'm using A string again. Forget about the B string, although they have the same characters, but let's use what we are telling the interpreter to do. It will start from index 2. This is 0, 1, 2, A. It will print out A because it is index 2. It will move 3 times. 1, 2, 3. It will print out the A again. That is AA. It will move 3 times again. 1, 2, 3. It will bring out O. So what it's printing out is AAO. You understand? So that is it for today, and we see you again on Wednesday. And I will advise you to study. It is only by studying that you'll be able to do a lot of things with programming. Study a lot. Study on your own. Then if you have some other questions, you can tell me and I'll be glad to help. Thank you once again, and never relent. Yeah. Thank you, and see you on Wednesday. Thank you.